Similar to how you prepare the infrastructure or you create that infrastructure for your hospital or your clinic, you need to have the infrastructure planning done for your practice. Think about it. Have you ever thought, how am I going to earn my revenue? How am I going to reach out to the patients? And what is the model I'm going to follow? Typically, most of the times, doctors just offer the service based model, which is whenever a patient comes, they offer their service. So, that is the only model most of the doctors follow. Hi, I'm Vidya Prakash. I'm a practice growth coach. I help doctors and hospitals in building their practice to achieve sustainable and scalable growth. If you're coming to my channel for the first time, I want you to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button. You'll be notified as and when I'm coming out with new content which is going to help you in growing your practice. Now let's jump into the session where I want to walk you through different business models that you can have for your practice. As I mentioned before, most of the doctors follow just one model, which is service-based model, where you offer your consultation or the treatment to the patients who come to you. There is nothing wrong in this, but here you're only going to trade your time to generate revenue. So in absence of you in your practice, you will not be able to generate revenue. So everything is dependent on you for the revenue, right? So that is the major flaw. And not only that, if you want to grow your revenue, then it means you have to invest more time into your practice. Unfortunately, you have only 24 hours for you, and you cannot, even if you want to work very hard, you cannot work beyond 14 or 15 hours. And over a time, you feel burnt out. You will not be able to handle the stress. So that is not the right model if you really want to grow fast. So what is the right model? So I will be giving you various examples as well as I'm introducing the different types of models that you can have for your practice. And some of the model it is only applicable for hospital and most of it for the clinic, because hospital has the way of scaling is different. Now, what you have to just think of how you can grow your practices, you have to think in terms of how can I tap the unexplored customers or unexplored people who can become my clients, or how can I tap unexplored areas or unmet needs of my clients. So these are the uh, brainstorming aspects that you have to think as to how I can create my services to reach out to the potential people. So this is the thought process that you should have if you want to really grow faster and become a leader in your industry. Now, having said that, I'm going to introduce to you the other models. Most flourishing model right now is the franchise model. Now, in the franchise model in India, there are two ways where the franchise model is being operated for a hospital or the clinic, or most importantly, the clinic. One is the company owned, company operated model, COCO model, which means the company, the organization, the owner organization establishes its branches in different geographical locations. The best example is Dr. Mohan's Diabetes Center and Cloud Dental. So these are the COCO model of franchise. The next model of franchising is franchisee owned, franchisee operated, which is FOFO model, where the organization, a branded organization, gives its name, the brand name, to the entrepreneur or the doctor, whoever is establishing the franchise. The franchisee is run and established, the set up and run by the franchisee, and they'll be paying the royalty to the parent organization. So this is the FOFO model, and the best example is the Apollo Clinic. Now, this is the model which is best suitable for the clinics. When it comes to hospitals, the best model is the hub and spoke model, which is there is a hub and the spokes, where the hub is the hospital and they can establish clinics around the hospital, so that whenever there is necessity for the patients to avail the services which cannot be offered within the clinic premises, they come to the hospital. So in a way, they are bringing in patients to their hospital through their clinics. So this is the hub and spoke model, and the best example is Arvind Eye Care. And you have Apollo Hospital with the clinics around, and Aster CMI. So these are the hospitals who have the hub and spoke model. So these are the two typical models, which is the scalable model. Here, you are not investing your time to earn the revenue, but you are giving your model to the successful model, and you are replicating the business model. And without you working, without you present in that place, you are able to generate revenue continuously. So this is the way you can grow fast. And what I'm going to introduce, which you can follow, is hybrid model. Hybrid model is the combination of various business models which you can implement. As I mentioned before, you have to think in terms of how can I address the unmet needs of the people, because you're offering the healthcare services, and how can I tap the unexplored customers, unexplored people to come to me. So these are two areas which you can think of and come out with your creative ideas. And I'm going to give you some ideas here. In hybrid model, one, you're offering your services, as that is going to be the core of your practice, where you're offering your services to the patients in terms of consultations and the treatments. And the next is you can go for the franchise system. Once you are successful and profitable in the existing practice, you can think of replicating your business model and introduce the franchise business model. So that is the second aspect. The third aspect is you offering training and coaching services, where right now you can digitize your knowledge, right? So you can digitize the knowledge, and that is how you can tap the unexplored customers, the people who, for example, you're a doctor, you have an expertise, you can offer your knowledge in two different areas. One, you can help your fellow doctors in establishing their practice, or in growing their practice, or in enhancing their skill, because you have gone through the experience and you know how things work. So that is one way of reaching out. So they are unexplored customers for you. And another way is you focusing on the preventive healthcare. Now, unfortunately, if you look at the preventive healthcare, most of the services are offered by those people who are not even doctors. The preventive healthcare is predominantly being used and explored by the health and wellness and fitness people. So that is the unexplored area which you have left. Most of the doctors are not tapping. If you look at it, the people who have problems, diseases, or the disorder, let's say if there is a percentage of 20% of the people are having problems, 80% of the people are healthy, right? So that is the bigger audience which you have to tap, where you help them not to come to hospital. So that way you are establishing a wonderful branding for yourself, and most importantly, you as authority on the subject matter in helping people staying healthy. right? So that becomes an untapped, unexplored area, and unmet needs of the patient or of the people can be helped through your expertise. So this is how you can build your business model, where instead of trading your time, you're replicating yourself, you're replicating your expertise. And digitization, like once you create the courses, you have to just sell to the right people. So it's a one-time investment of your resources, and it is going to multiply your revenue. So that is how you can explore into different areas and generate more revenue, reach out to more people, and explore the untapped, unexplored people and unexplored problems. So this is how you can build a business model for yourself and grow faster. And if you want help in establishing this hybrid model, then you can reach out to me. I have given a link below where we can have one-to-one discussion, and let's see how we can work with each other, and I'll be very happy to help you grow your practice faster. So let's this is the end of the session, and let's meet with another interesting topic in the next video. Thank you.